Go for it.
Hi, so this is William John. For my 20% project, I chose the bad effect of cigarettes and the lung function. So my audience of this project is the young that who just started smoking because they still have a chance to make their life much healthier. So firstly, I searched information about what is lung. So lung is an organ in the respiratory system and it exchanges the gases. It allows the air to be taken in our body and take the oxygen in and expel the carbon dioxide out. So this is basically the function of lung. Then I searched some information about the different parts of the lung. So for this part, check here. It is actually an organ that connects larynx and pharynx to the lung. And the primary bronchus is like the highways that could allow the oxygen to take into the lung. And when the carbon dioxide is expelled, it also from this primary bronchus. And for the pulmonary tree, it is actually on the veins that transfer the oxygenated blood to the left of your heart. So that is basically what a lung is for this picture. And the lung helps the oxygen to enter the right cells. And the blood without oxygen will be taken through the veins to the right side of our body, and it will be pumped by the lung so that we can expel the carbon dioxide and take in the new oxygen again. So this is the lung function. And then I shift the gear to search some information about what is a cigarette. So the main component of a cigarette is tobacco. It contains 600 ingredients and over 7,000 chemicals when you burn. And there are also a lot of poisonous elements like the ammonia and the lead. And lead is an element that will found in the crust, and it will also cause the kidney damage. Then, so the tobacco is an agriculture, and the main component in the tobacco is nicotine. So nicotine can stimulate the nerve system and relieve the stress. So that's why when people are smoke, they actually feel very relaxed and happy. So that is how nicotine works. Nowadays, there are 30% of men smoke in the world and also 27% of women. And there are 5 million people died per year because of smoking, which means every 10 seconds, 1 people will die because of smoking. So that is a really shocking rate of data. So the reason that young choose to smoke, like basically because of the 3 reasons. The first is the young are attracted to the image. They believe that, well, the smoking folk is really cool, and so they choose to smoke. Secondly, so the friends that near you or the family members smoke could also cause you to smoke as well, because the friends might encourage you to smoke, and when you saw your parents to smoke, you will also choose to smoke. And the lastly is because of the culture. So in some region in Russia, there are over 50% of people smoke because of the culture. So that is basically the 3 reasons that people choose to smoke. There are also a lot of bad effects of smoking. Like the firstly is DNA damage. So it will cause the DNA damage, and it will cause the mutation of genes. So when the mutation of genes replicated, it will cause a large number of abnormal cells, which is very bad for your health. And the second is the mouth cancer. So last year, when I came back to China and visited my grandpa, so my grandpa has smoked for 20 years. So when I visit him and I saw all his mouth are yellow and black, and he is less healthier than the people who have the same age with him. And he felt regret about smoking and told me that never smoked because it would definitely be bad for your health. And the smoking reduced the expectancy by 7 to 8 years. And the scientists have proved that a cigarette, per cigarette can lose 3 minutes of life. So if you smoke a pack of cigarettes, it will, you will lose like 2 hours of life per day. And also smoking also costs a lot of money. If you smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, it will cost $170,000 per week, which means it's $9,000 and $2,000 each year. So the cigarette can cause a lot of bad effect to your body, and it will also cost a lot of money. And I think like about 10,000 money can do the more meaningful way rather than buying a cigarette. And the organs that is affected the most by the cigarette is definitely lung. So it will cause more mucus and infection. So the cells of mucus will increase in numbers and size. And it will cause you hard to breathe. And the second is the airflow, less airflow. So it will destroy the lung tissue and cleans the airspace, and it will result hard to breathe as well. And this is a picture that shows a healthy lung and a lung which is affected by the cigarette. So I basically learned the function by making a lung model. So when I pour the bottle, the two rooms will be expand, which means that so we take in the oxygen. So when I take my hand off, the tube room will actually shrink, which means we expel the carbon dioxide. So this is actually one way that I learned about the lung function. And how to quit smoking. There is a process called START. S means set a quit date, and T means tell your family that you decide to quit smoking. Ask means anticipate and plan to the challenge. R means remove the cigarette from your house and your car. And T, lastly, means tell your doctor and get help to quit. And some people cannot quit smoking by themselves because they have already smoked for like 4 or 5 years and they have already addicted to the nicotine. So the scientist has created 2 ways that can help people to quit smoke. The first is nicotine replacement therapy. So this method basically provides a low level of nicotine but not contain other poisonous elements. So it will cause people to reduce their unhappy feeling, and they will also get satisfied by the nicotine. And the second way is varicellin. Varicellin actually is to affect the areas in your brain that is affected by the nicotine. So it will send an element which has the same effect of nicotine, and then you can feel that you have taken the nicotine as well. However, these treatments all have a side effect. The side effect is the dry mouth and being sick. So my reflection of this project is that I meet a lot of obstacles, like I need to learn a lot of new terms like the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And at first, I have no idea about what this new term is. And then I searched information and finally get that it is a chronically inflammatory lung disease which causes the short breath. And so I think making a lung model is pretty easy, and I actually learned a lot from making this model, and I get more clearly concept of the lung effect. And the conclusion is never ever smoke. And I want to end this presentation by a video. Is this? So what happens after smoking 60 cigarettes?
Are those human lungs?
I don't know. Maybe Thank you.
Okay, good.